Welcome along, everyone. Ben Hall with you for this week's edition of Weekend Winners. This weekend brings us to Albion Park on Saturday night for a massive 10-event card. Wraps up the Winter Carnival, and the major event is the Group 1 Tab Blacks Are Fake. I look forward to interviewing some of the leading drivers for the meeting on Saturday night. We'll be doing that very, very shortly. I have one of Queensland's leading up-and-coming drivers with me, Hayden Barnes. Hayden has two key drives on Saturday night at Albion Park. First one is Trojan Banner in the Tab Queensland Derby. Trojan Banner, Hayden, going great guns at the moment, won 7 of its last 8. Tell us about what happened last start.
Yeah, last start was just bad draw and they ran too fast up front and got home too slick for him. So with the nice trail and draw there, hopefully he can sit nice and handy and run top 5. That'd be lovely.
So you're happy with the inside of the second row?
Yeah, 8's perfect for him. He doesn't have a lot of gate speed there, so hopefully he can just keep following the one and be 3 back the fence if worst.
You're up against the likes of horses like, Self Assured for the Purdon camp. How do you feel a horse like Trojan Banner can measure up against horses like Self Assured?
It's going to be hard for him, that's for sure. They're really nice horses and he's on his way up still, and hopefully he just gets a nice suck along on the fence and he's not far away.
So you're keen you can run top 3?
Oh, maybe not top 3. Aim for top 5.
No, very good. And in the Tab Blacks Are Fake, you've got one of a lot of people's favourite horses in Northview Hustler. What was your reaction when the draw came out, when you drew the inside of the second row?
I didn't know about it till when it was all over, and Dad sent me a message and said we drew 8. So once he told me that, I was pretty happy, and he's going to be very similar to Trojan Banner. He's going to get a nice trip along the fence, and hopefully there's a lot of speed there and mid-race pressure as well. That would suit him.
Yeah, because when they sort of spread out a bit, hopefully in those longer races you can get it off the pegs and sort of work your way into the race at some point.
Yeah, that's the plan. He loves the long distance. He's not really suited to a mile like last week, and the longer trip will help him, and hopefully they go hard and he will get that late split.
Since the run behind Ohoka Punter last week, how's he worked this week?
He's been really good this week, and this has been the main target from when he first came here from New Zealand, so full steam ahead to this Saturday night.
With mile to the 2,680 metres, you think that he'll run a strong 2680?
He'll run a strong 2680, yes. He's better over the distance than he is the short, so this distance suits him ideally.
What's your biggest danger, Tiger Tara, Colt 31 or our Uncle Sam?
Well, with the draws, probably nearly our Uncle Sam, just because he's got the draw advantage over the other two, but it's hard to go past what Tiger Tara has done in his career, and also Colt 31 lately. They're both really nice horses, so see how we go in with how the race works out.
Thanks for your time today, Hayden, and all best of luck with those 2 key drives on Saturday night.
Yep, thank you.
So with me now I have driver Paul Dybert, fresh off the Sunshine Sprint win last week with the Ohoka Punter. Must be thrilled to be backing up off a win like that. And how thrilling was it for you, Paul?
It was pretty exciting to win the race. I didn't expect it, and didn't draw that good this week, but I'm in it, so I'm half a chance.
Grant was all right with you beating him with Colt 31, eh?
Yeah, he's happy. We quinelled the race, so I reckon he would have rather won it himself, but no, he's happy that I won the race.
Was that your first group winner, or tell us a bit about yourself and what your background is and where you're from and who you work for now and that sort of thing?
Well, that was my first Group 1 win, and I'm from the Riverina. I've moved around a bit over the years, but I'm currently working for Grant Dixon, and I've been with him since Christmas, just before Christmas, and yeah.
That's great, mate. So we'll just have a quick talk about a few of the key runners you've got on Saturday night. So in the Q-Bred Triad Fillies, you're driving Girl on the Go for Grant Dixon. Tell us how's she going leading into a race like this. It's a very, very tough race, and what do you do from the gate?
Well, from the gate, hopefully the emergency doesn't get a run, and I'll be already one off the fence, so I'll just wait up as I see it. If I get it out of the gate all right, I'll just see how the races run. I think the one inside me goes good, and it is a hard race. It's a $100,000 race, so I expect all of them to be on their game this week. I don't think she's up to them, but you never know.
She's an improving filly though. She was racing around the Redcliffe Traps, and she's in a group race on the weekend. So good luck with Girl on the Go. In the Q tried in the Colts and Geldings. You've got Good as It Gets for Grant Dixon as well. How's this horse going leading up into this race?
Yeah, I'm real happy with that horse. He's probably not as good as Governor Jujon, but we got 8 in the race. So it's a real good effort by Grant to get that many in the race. And yeah, I'm drawing one off outside Governor Jujon. I think he'll probably find the front, and maybe I'll slide forward to sit chair, but I just have to see what happens at start. And yeah, should be an exciting race.
Should be, that's for sure. And also, obviously, your main key drive for the night is in race 8 in the Blacks of Fate. Ahoka Punter coming fresh off the win last week, but this time you're drawn opposite side of the track. You know, like, it was a big win last week, and do you think he can repeat the performance?
I hope so, but he's going to have to bring his A game. You never know in these races, but yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. It's a pretty hard race. It's a bit annoying, drawn out wide, but you never know.
With gate 7, front row outside of the front row, where do you go from there? Do you go forward at the start, or do you go back? What's your intentions at the start? Do you wait and see, or what happens from there?
I'll have to wait up, see how many whips are turned around at the start. I believe there'll be at least 3 coming out pretty hot, and I'll just have to wait up. Whether there's a few punching through from the back line and get in front of me, then I'll just going to have to go back. But we'll have to see what the trainer wants me to do and what the owner wants me to do, and go from there. He's good over the long trip. He is better over the long trip. So, yeah, fingers crossed everything goes to plan.
No, well, best of luck with the Ahoka Punter. I just want to touch on Governor Jujon. I know you spoke about Governor Jujon before, but this horse just keeps getting better. He's so versatile. He's very hard to beat on the weekend, obviously. And how do you think he's gone this week leading into this race?
Well, I think Grant's pretty happy with him. I don't have a lot to do with him at home. But, yeah, he's probably, maybe his next Colt 31. I don't know if he shapes up to be as good as Colt 31, but he's on the mend and he hasn't been unbeaten, and hopefully leading into this race he's still unbeaten.
And just quickly, Colt 31 pulled up well last week. You told me earlier. How's he going this week at home?
Yeah, Colt 31. He's Colt 31. Yeah, I think Grant will be pretty excited with him. I went to go check him yesterday afternoon when I got home from the trots, and I thought he was wanting a pat, but he come and didn't really like me and chased me out of his yard. So I expect him to run a good race.
No, very good. I appreciate your time, Paul, and thanks very much for coming on Weekend Winners, and best of luck Saturday night.
Thank you.
My best bet on the card at Albion Park Saturday night is in the Blacks of Fate, the Group 1 feature, number 12, Tiger Tara for the Kevin Pizzuto stable. This horse has been flying. Its win at Menangle last week was very, very good. Todd McCarthy to drive, and I think Todd will be making an early move in the race to get up outside the lead, or if not, try and take the lead. I think it'll be very hard to beat in the Blacks of Fate, Tiger Tara, my best bet on the card.